One bad electrical pedestal or a cheap $10 water regulator could cost you thousands in repair, and we almost learned that the hard way. After 5 years of full-time RV living, we've realized that we spent way too much money on gear we didn't actually need.
Hey Ramblers, welcome back. I'm Steve and this is my wife Rose.
And I run the show. We're full-time RVers sharing the real stuff, the gritty, the messy, and the stuff that actually works.
Our mistakes video resonated so well with so many of you that I actually heard one person said, well, his videos sure make me not want another camper, and that is not what we're trying to do here, okay? We're just trying to keep it real. We aren't trying to paint a rosy picture of what this life is like, because there are problems that come along with it, but it's not all bad. You hear me, Mike?
Today we've narrowed down thousands of miles and 5 years of experience into an essential gear kit that makes life on the road actually easier. So let's dive in.
All right. Today we're starting with the heavy hitters. It's the stuff that keeps a minor inconvenience from becoming a catastrophic day. Look, this isn't a fun purchase. It's about $400, but it's the cheapest insurance policy you'll ever buy. I had a viewer recently ask me what the difference was between the two Hughes versions. He thought they were basically the same. He said, yours looks the same as mine, it's just bigger, his was smaller. Well, the one we have is an EPO, and that stands for Emergency Power Off. The EPO model is like, think of it like a bouncer. It physically kills the power before a bad pedestal can fry your microwave. The cheaper non-EPO models, they're just high-end surge protectors. They'll send a notification to your phone when there's a problem, but they won't actually cut the power to protect your appliances. So personally, I want the bouncer.
So we were in a nice park recently, the kind where you expect everything to be perfect. The Watchdog caught an open ground on the pedestal instantly.
Without it, we would have fried our converter and likely half of our electronics. So it's a total game changer. Definitely don't leave home without this one.
Bad power and bad water are the two fastest ways to kill an RV.
We use a high flow adjustable water regulator. Don't buy those cheap $10 ones. They restrict your shower to a trickle. Get a good one with a gauge, although I do carry spares. And if you saw my last video a couple weeks ago, you know I went through 3 regulators before I could get a handle on the water pressure. If you hadn't seen that video yet, you can check that out right here. Next, let's talk about this Evooflex tube drinking hose. This thing is completely flexible. Even when it's cold outside, you can roll it up or you can fold it like this and stick it in a bag. It doesn't fight you when you're trying to pack up your bays. It really saves space. And the quick connects. These things sound like a luxury until you're packing up in the pouring rain. I'm telling you, these things have been a lifesaver. Now, recently I've started using these 3/4 flow-through quick connects, and so far I really like them.
Now let's talk about surviving the actual living space. First is a dehumidifier. If you aren't running one, you risk living in a mold factory. It's that simple. RVs are tiny boxes. Our breathing and cooking create a lot of moisture, and you need to find a way to get that out. All I did was went on Amazon, did a bunch of reviews. My minimum requirements were that it was at least, I think it starts out at 300. I may have gone up to 500 square feet, and that it had a screen that would show me not only, it's not plugged in, not only what the current humidity is, but I could set a humidifier, a humidity level, and it could turn itself on and off. And then it's got a nice bin that is easy to remove and empty once it starts filling up. And it will also go off. This one will go off if the bin were to get full, but I never let it go that far.
Yeah, we noticed a big difference in the closet with the musty smell once we got the humidity under control. And for the little things, a countertop ice maker.
My ice maker is not a little thing. It might take up some counter space, but having ice on a 90-degree day in a remote camping spot, that's not a luxury. That's the difference between your life and death.
Yeah, I guess it's these little things that... Wait a minute, what did you say?
You heard me.
Next up, get yourself a roll of this Reflectix insulation. This stuff looks like tinfoil bubble wrap, but it's pure magic for temperature control.
So just cut pieces to fit your RV windows pretty close. Doesn't have to be exact. Keeps the blazing sun out during the summer and holds the heat in during the winter. It's ugly, but it does save you a lot of discomfort. Finally, an item that keeps us connected out here, a dedicated mobile router setup. We use the T-Mobile home internet, Sits wherever the signal is the strongest, really quick and easy, just plug and play. Relying on terrible campground Wi-Fi will test your patience and sometimes your marriage. Having our own unlimited setup means we can run our business, stream our shows smoothly, no matter where we park.
And another thing, guys, please stop using those cheap hollow yellow plastic chocks. They slip on wet concrete and asphalt. So go to Harbor Freight and get these heavy duty solid rubber oil resistant chocks. We have had these for close to 10 years now. They grip the tires like glue and your rig will not budge. Now you guys know I love a good DIY project. Sometimes the best gear is the stuff you make yourself. So I decided to make some custom landing blocks. I built these from pressure treated wood 5 years ago because the plastic ones, they just crack under the weight of your heavy rig. These things here have held up through every terrain imaginable. I put the front ones together with 3 4x6s and 2 2x12s, and I built a set for the rear using 3 4x4s and 2 2x12s.
And for those sites that aren't level side to side, we pair those blocks with these drive-on leveling wedges. They make leveling up so much easier than we used to use those Lego block style levelers.
Now, this Valterra backflush valve, this is a $20 fix. If you aren't back flushing, your tanks are empty, but they aren't clean. And that can be the difference between your sensors actually working and being stuck with a full light when you know you just dumped. And that leads us into our everyday essential, what I like to call milk crates. We use these every single day to help keep the storage area organized. Now, we've tried the Rubbermaid bins and they do keep things together, but they're just too big and cumbersome. And every time I was looking for something, I had to take them out and look inside. The milk crates allow us to see inside a little bit more, and when I do have to move them, they aren't near as heavy to move. Most people overlook this type of thing because it's basic, but after 5 years, we realized that space is a premium in an RV and you have to stay organized. Well guys, that's our kit. That's the most essential things that we've found over the past 5 years that we'd actually buy again. There's so many things out there that they advertise to you that's gonna help improve the quality of your life on the road, but these are the things that we've honestly tried during our stint on the road as full-timers, and they've been the most useful. But we want to hear from you guys. What's the one piece of gear you couldn't live without? Or tell us what you thought you had to have, but ended up, giving it away at the first Goodwill you found.
So drop it in the comments right now. Let's compare notes and save some new RVers some money.
The channel has really been growing the past couple of weeks. We crossed 2,500 subscribers last week, and we'd like to welcome all our new Ramblers to the channel. You guys are why we make these videos, and to see y'all subscribing and watching our material, it helps make the work feel worth it. If you get anything out of these videos, please leave us a comment in the comment section. And if you're new here, just drop us a comment saying hey, so we can personally welcome you to the community of Ramblers. Well guys, that's going to do it for this week's video. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell icon so you get notified every time we upload a new video. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next week.